Lorie Woodruff, real estate professional, business coach, and I wanted to make sure that we're having a discussion on really something quick that keeps coming up often, and I really just want to make sure that we're covering a few things today. Awesome. And this has to do with a lot of more so discussions of where we are in the economy and where people are right now. People are nervous, they are upset, they're anxious, and excited at the same time of going through some new things. So I really want to make sure that I'm covering some things that really make a difference. All right. So again, Lorie Woodruff, business coach in the Maryland area, real estate agent for the past 25 years. So many of the conversations that I hear are the same. And I want to make sure that I'm adding some value to make sure that someone's listening and we can make sure that I'm here to make sure if there's any questions that you do have, then I can make sure that you're pointed in the right direction. Okay. And the topic is you shouldn't be broke after this discussion. All right. There's no reason why we should be broke with all of the amount of options that we have right now in life. And there's so many options that we have. And I really want to go over three tonight really quickly so that you can get in the best position to use your superpowers most and stay on top of the economy, stay on top of inflation, stay on top of the fun things that you used to do. Remember the fun things you just get up and say, you know what? I just want to go to Chipotle. Yes, I do want guacamole on there. I don't care. I know it's extra. Just small things like that. I'm going on vacation and not worry about, well, which room should I be choosing? Should I just get the basic economy room, or I really want to get the room that has the pool right next to my room in the swim up pool. And I want to make sure that those things are not an option. When we go to the grocery store, we're sitting there battling. Do I want the name brand or am I okay with Dove? Like, which soap do I want? And it should not be a discussion like that. So I want to make sure that we're empowered to know we're smart enough to make the money enough. And I want to make sure that you're pointed in the right directions, especially for those that are in services that have service-based businesses right now. I want to point you in the right direction so that you can make the money. All right. So if we can all hear, we're back on track. We're good to go. And this is going to go really quickly. So I know that by going through a lot of the things personally, 2016, I wrote first book, if you see on the second shelf there, Unleash Your Irresistibility was a book that I wrote. And I was very nervous to write that book. I was scared, to be honest with you. I was scared to write that book. And it has to do with walking into your own, owning your confidence and walking into just new spaces. Unleash your irresistibility is something that all men and women should be doing. Unleash and be the best person at work. Be the best person in your relationship. Be the best person to get picked for the job. Unleash your irresistibility. When I wrote that book, I was going through depression and I had no clue that I'm thinking, I'm the only one going through this. No one else is suffering but me. But that's not the case. All right. When I started to read the book out loud to others, especially during the book signing, I remember looking around the room and people were actually nodding at the one chapter that hurt me most to have to write. And that one chapter had to do with breaking down and actually talking about my sadness and how it took me a minute to get back on life, to life. And when people were nodding their heads, I'm looking like, you understand, like you've been through this. And of course it's millions of people have gone through depression, sadness, however you want to call it. But that book talks about how you can get your bounce back and how you can just be the best. So when people look at me now, they're thinking, you're always so happy, and how come you always got that pep in your steps? Because I know where I was and I know what it takes not to stay there. You've got 10 seconds to get up and get out. Cry, throw a tantrum, write nasty letters. That's cool. But you have 10 seconds to get your ass up and get out because someone's depending on you. And you, more than anything, you're depending on yourself. So you need to make sure that you don't stay in that sad, funky place so that you don't get further depressed and hurt yourself. So that first book was all about getting out of a funky place. And what I found during that time period was money was coming in, money was going right back out. I was doing very well with income, but money was not sticking like it needed to. Um, and that was the biggest reason why I said, you know what, for someone who's in sales like me, someone else also could be going through the same thing I'm going through as far as money comes in, money goes right back out. All right. And this is the reason why I talk a lot in my coaching sessions and my webinars about money, getting it, keeping it, and having multiple streams of it. That's why it's very important for me because I've gone through the BS. I've gone through the avenues of didn't have and what do I need to do to create more income. This is why it's very important for me as a real estate professional and a business coach to create that platform of, hey, you've got to understand you are smart enough to make this money, and we can't just stay backwards and not make the money that we need to. All right. $100,000 does not go a long way. If you pay attention, if you got a job offer today for $100,000, most would be very excited. I would be excited, like, wow, that's one more stream of income for myself. But when you break down what does $100,000 really mean, you know, Paul, Annie, you know, the money goes very quickly when you have to pay taxes. That's 24% of the income. 24% off the break. Tax man is just saying, give it to me. If you're a W-2 employee, you understand. All right. So now you're down to what, $76,000. Great. What am I going to do with that? Now you've got to focus on paying car payments, credit cards, loans. Debt payments take up 12%, but it could be more than that. And it typically in this environment, oh my goodness, it's more than that. So when you focus on debt, debt is part of what we have to pay, so that is 12% of our income. So 12%, we're now down. 40% is the next thing that our income is spent on. But yeah, taxes take a huge big part of it. So taxes off the top. Debt is the next thing that comes up. The next thing that takes our money away is big business spending. Big business spending has to do with, if you pay attention to every single month of the year, there is some kind of holiday taking our money out of our wallet. Start with January. January, the top of the year, you've got New Year's Eve parties. February, you've got Valentine's Day. And if you go into grocery stores or big stores or department stores, you can tell around the front of the stores because they're color coordinated as far as what damn holiday is going on right now. So you've got Valentine's Day popping off. You got hearts, candies, and all the hearts and flowers and all of that at the front of the store that they want you to push and buy. March, you've got March Madness, and you also have St. Patty's Day in there. April, you've got Mother's Day coming up, but you've got Easter first. All right, spring is coming around. Then you roll into May, and you're looking at two of them. You're looking at not only one holiday, but two. Mother's Day. You got to take mama out. Got to get her something great. And then at the end of the month, pools opening up for Memorial Day. So you got two big things happening in the month of May. June, Father's Day. Got to take dad out. Got to get him some grilling, get him some things for the outdoors. All great things for June. Then you've got July popping off with holiday fireworks, 4th of July. And August, what do we have? Kids are going back to school. So you're going to find that stores are talking about books and all of the clothes, all of those things back to school. September. You're now back to school, but you also have Labor Day parties going on. All right, Labor Day festivities. October, you've got candy, costumes, parties. All right, that's October. And November is now going to be your holidays with Thanksgiving. Got to get your food spread, all of that. House got to look great. And then December is just a whole cluster of holidays going on with Christmas, Hanukkah, everything that you can think of, Christmas parties, holiday parties, all in December. So 40% of our income is going specifically just to keep up with each month that's going on. That doesn't include birthdays. That doesn't include anniversaries. Can I get an amen? So now we wonder why things are just kind of on our back and we're robbing to pay. That's the reason why we're in debt situation. The last thing where money should be going is our savings. And that last bucket is 24% of our income. So when you add up all of those percentages, the taxes, the debt, the big business spending, and of course the savings, which we rarely have money for because there's so much in the debt column, we are broke. We are broke and we're trying to figure out how we can borrow and move a little bit to the next month, just kind of shimmy it along. This is the reason why having additional sources of income is not a play conversation. This is the reason why I'm very adamant about having these types of conversation. One job is next to nothing. And if you have one, great, keep it. Please be grateful for it. One thing that irritates my soul is when I hear people complaining, oh, I got to go to work. You understand that somebody is praying for your job right now and you're complaining about it? So watch your words, be grateful for it, and just do better if you need more money. If you need more money, just work on, look, 9 to 5, I'm giving you this, but 5 to 9, I'm doing what I need to for my business. Okay. So let's talk about 3 ways that we can fix that because, and I just did $100,000. That's not everyone's scenario of making $100,000. Some people are making less, some people are making more. But the point of the matter is that breakdown doesn't change. And whatever your lifestyle is needed, you like to eat out. I love to eat out at nice restaurants. I like to go out to nice places. Am I bougie? Absolutely. I worked too hard to get where I am, so I'm not going to go backwards and say, hey, let's all go to Applebee's. I'm just not going to do it. My taste buds are just a little bit different now. But that cost money. So in order to have those nice things, whatever your nice version is, you've got to make sure I've got extra money coming in so that I can take care of whatever I need, vacations, upgrades, cars, down payments on homes. This is a big one. Or even just to start businesses that you desire. Okay. So let's talk about 3 ways that I feel that may be able to help you get more money for the lifestyle that you deserve. Many people are in the market of looking for homes right now. This is a very busy season for people looking for homes. I have people that are right now getting pre-approved. I have folks that are selling homes. Whatever is happening in people's lives is going to be different from yours. But the goal is, what do I need to do so I can put a bigger down payment down? So let's act as if you need a certain amount of money. Write something down that's on your goal list as far as I need X to take care of X. There's something on your mind, there's something on your heart that you need, that you desire, that this conversation is going to fix. All right. So let's look at, for me, I'm looking to purchase a new home. I want to get and purchase a new construction property. So you know what I did the other day? I posted it on social media. Right. I said, I am looking for $100,000. So you know what I'm saying to the universe? Do you know what I'm saying to the universe? It's coming. I don't know where it's coming from, but I'm going to get it. And today, because I put it out there, I found it. 24 hours later, found it. Found it. I walked into it because I claimed it and I'm here. I spoke it. So whatever it is that you're looking for, please, I'm not saying you have to put your business on Facebook, but I am a big affirmation girl. And everything I want, I'm going to state it, I'm going to declare it, and I'm going to be it before I can have it. So yes, $100,000 is already there. I just need to put the work in to get it happening and streaming into my Chase business account. Let's go. Let's talk about the 3 different ways that we can get you paid. Number one way that you can get paid and not be broke is to use your services and post it on the Thumbtack app. Thumbtack is an app where a lot of people go for professional services. So if I wanted to get a moving company, if I wanted someone to put my desk together, If I wanted someone to do my makeup, these are professional service providers that are on there. You think about the service that you provide. All right. You do something very well that you discount yourself and you really don't give yourself enough credit for. So think about the service that you provide and can you put it on the Thumbtack app? Yes. There are realtors on there. There are loan officers on there. There are moving companies on there. There are companies that do taxes, individuals that do taxes, administrative assistants that just do runs and errands. Okay. There are people on there getting paid for professional services. So you think about download the app because everyone that is in my Facebook group, my real estate clients, when they ask, well, who do you know that can that's an electrician? Or if I don't know personally, I just say download the Thumbtack app and get yourself somebody. That's the best gift. And the honeydew list is taken care of simply by downloading that app. It's very much like Angie's List. But that's a wonderful app to have when you need services. So, are you doing taxes better than anyone else? Right? Are you wrapping gifts better than anyone else? Are you do you bake cakes? I don't know. Whatever it is that you do well, go on the Thumbtack app and see how you can be a provider. Because now when people find you, let's just say you have moving services, okay? And let's say you have moving services and someone finds you on the app, they book you, and they love your work, they give you 5 stars. And you should love that because that's how you stay on the app, is that you can maintain your glow, basically your status, by getting 5 stars. So you want to do great work. And that's how you can really pick and trust these people on the Thumbtack app because they go by a rating. So if you go and you see someone on there that has a 3-star or 2-star rating, probably not the person that you want. But if you go on there and you see someone that has 5-star rating, probably the person that you want to call first. So let's say you need, what did I say? Moving services, right? So let's just say you're ready to move and you need a moving company. I would go in there and it says, all right, the first page is what are you looking for? And I would just put in there moving services. All right. You put in moving services, it asks you what zip code, how far are you going, maybe what's your budget. And then it's going to spit out a couple of professional companies. You pick and you can ask them right there in the app, hey, are you available? Can I give you a call? You speak with them about their services. And the first ones that basically respond are probably the best ones because they've got an answering service or they're just very good with response time. Now, let's say you book that person, love their service, you're vibing with them, the move went well, and now you're asking, well, what other things do you do? Like, well, we also have a storage facility down the road, or, we also do a packing service. Like, there's some things you might not have known that they do also in addition. You didn't even know they had a packing service, and maybe you didn't know that they have a runner service, or they have another arrangement down the street where they have moving and storage facilities. So it could be a variety of things. One of the guys who I work with was a contractor. He put his services on there simply to build furniture or to put furniture together. He was putting furniture together for someone. Client loved the work and asked him to do more work and also said, what else do you do? He says, well, I'm a general contractor. Oh, what? I need your card. And so it just leads to more business that you can get. So look at it like it's a networking app. It can start with one project, but can also lead you to others. Okay. So I think the Thumbtack app is an amazing way for you to make more money if that is something where you have a great service. Everyone does something very well. I don't do moving services very well, but I'm sure some of you out here have something that you do that you can start and you can start earning some extra money right now. The number two way that you can not stop being broke and to earn some extra money right now, this next quarter, is affiliate businesses. Ladies and gentlemen, affiliate businesses have been the bread and butter to my monthly income. Every single month, every single week, there's something coming in my account because I established a relationship with something before. And I'll give you an example. How can you find affiliate relationships? All right. Some of the companies that you may be doing business with on a regular basis, someone may be asking you over and over again, hey, Jay, do you know someone that does taxes? Hey, do you know someone that can fix my credit? Hey, do you know someone that can help me with X, Y, and Z? Whatever it is, if that company's website, okay, has an affiliate relationship, if you scroll all the way to the bottom of that website, go to the top of the page, go to the URL, whatever the website is, and then you scroll to the bottom. If you see anywhere at the footer of that page where it says affiliates, bingo, they have something that they can pay you based off of a service. Okay, so I'll give you an example. One of the affiliate relationships that I have because I'm a business coach is CourseCareers. CourseCareers is a platform where people need to get hired, and it reverses the process basically of how people can get hired into a job. So during the pandemic, I got this affiliate relationship because a lot of people were looking for jobs. We were getting laid off and they needed to get into something where they weren't putting out hundreds of resumes. So CourseCareers offers a course in a variety of different industries. It could be project management, HR, sales. It was only 3 when I did it years ago, but now they've got up to like 8 or 9. So let's just say you want project management. You want to go into something new, something that you know that's going to be pumping. You know, it's going to give you some income this year. So you take the free course to see if it's for you. If it's going to work, then they offer you the course that's typically about $499. It's a self-paced course. You take the course. At the end of the course, you take a test. When you take the test, you're graded. And as long as you can get, I believe, a 70 or 80, I can't remember for this particular one, but as long as you can pass it with a 70 or 80%, now here's where the good stuff happens. Employers that are partnered with CourseCareers are now reaching out to you for interviews. Beautiful, right? Because now instead of you having to chuck out all of these resumes, now it reverses the process where, let's say you got an 82 or a 92 on your test in project management. All right, that's the field that you're now looking for. People that are the employers that are now in that industry, they're looking, they're like, okay, wow, okay, Mary's in that, she just passed. They're looking at the ones who passed the highest. And they're thinking, this is the person I'm going to reach out to for an interview. And so I was doing a lot of that. So when someone pays for that course, when they invest in that course for themselves, the affiliate money for me was 45%. So if someone paid $499, my affiliate income was $224. Within 2 weeks, they were paying me by PayPal. So not a bad relationship for helping someone get hired or at least get better skills for their job. All right. So think about the affiliate relationships that you can have. Go to the websites that you typically give out information to on a regular basis, but you don't get paid for it. That CourseCareers link is a unique one that I give out. So if someone's interested, I would give out that unique link. They get $50 off because of my code. And then boom, when they sign up for the course, if they sign up for the course, I won't know until I see the spreadsheet of pay. So it just randomly comes when someone's looking for that. But because I have business coaching clients and I've been teaching on that for the last 5 years, people have been finding that through previous videos that I've done on YouTube. So, you know, you want to find something that's in demand. If you're in the teaching space, if you're in the career coaching space, or you just want to be a career coach, I would say CourseCareers would be a wonderful asset to keep as an affiliate relationship. One of the other affiliate relationships is Trade Line Supply. Trade Line Supply is a company where they help build your personal credit with trade lines. So Trade Line Supply has a catalog of different credit cards, all right? And they're different customers, sellers, as we call them. And they're basically, all you can do is you can go on there to build your credit, to have a better credit profile. You can buy a trade line for a short period of time, for 60 days. That new trade line is now going on your credit report and it's updating your profile, increasing your scores, having you better chances to get funding. That's what I help business owners do. So in return of that, when my client buys the trade line with my link, of course, then there's a commission that's paid out for the amount of trade lines that they buy. Okay. So just giving you some examples, there's money out there where you don't have to be hitting the streets all the time. Business coaching is really good for me. So you have to understand, if you go into something where you know something and you can provide value, give it. Give it as much as possible. But don't leave money on the table. When there's arrangements out here for people that consistently use the same services over and over again, you may want to take a look into, maybe you should go into consulting. Go into consulting so that you're able to give these type of services out at your fee. Okay, so that's just two of them, but go to your favorite websites, take a look at the bottom of the page, at the footer. Typically, if it says affiliates, great. Now, everything I offer doesn't have an affiliate. I don't want you to think, you guys, I'm just giving it for money. But there are some that have affiliate relationships and some that don't. So just look at the bottom of the page. If it says affiliates or work with us or partner with us, that's pretty much a good way that you'll be able to get a commission when you send people to that particular service. All right. The last thing I wanted to offer you, so we've got number one is use the Thumbtack app so that you can get your services out there and exposed to lead to new businesses. When people choose you, then great, you get paid right then and there when the service is done. You want to get 5 stars because that's how you stay on the app. That's how you stay top of mind. The second way we talked about just now was get affiliate relationships. Think about the businesses that you typically work with, companies that you typically work with, find out if there's an affiliate relationship. When they do, they will give you a special link just for you that you give out to your customers so that you can reap the benefits of that affiliate income. Your customer gets what they want, you get what you need, and the company gets a sale. Everyone wins. Everyone wins. Okay. And the last opportunity I wanted to share with you is if you've been seeing what I've been promoting lately, it is the 50 plus business ideas. And the 50 plus business ideas is a way for many everyday people to start a business. You may not even have an idea of what to do, but I have a course that has 50 plus different business ideas. And I'm going to show you in a second what that looks like. This is the most easiest thing for someone to sit down with and talk about legacy. Because when you're thinking about yourself right now, you may have children, you may not, but you also have family and friends that you may want to make sure we're taking care of. And to start your own business is huge because many people right now don't like their job. They don't like going. They have a very creative mind and they want to be able to just work with their hands and their mind, not just sit in front of a computer all day. So when this course is created, I loved it because it gives you 50 ideas. Do you have to do all 50? Of course not. That's not the goal to do 50 things. That's never the goal to do 50 things because that's going to confuse you. So that's never the situation. What you want to do is you want to go through here and pick one. You want to pick one idea. And when you get inside, the course is only $50 to get access to this. And any kind of updates that they're doing, if they're adding anything to it, you're getting it as well. So this gives you the ability. I'm going to show you quickly what this classroom looks like, and I'll kind of talk it through my Instagram folks here. The Royale Business Academy has helped a lot of my business clients and my real estate clients get extra money because right now they're looking for down payments. They're looking for ways to take care of the increased rent. They're looking for ways to take care of the extra taxes and insurance on their mortgage payment. Whatever their personal monies are, you've got to be able to bring some extra income in. And if you are just trying to fit everything in under one paycheck, it's going to frustrate you because we just went through and broke down $100,000. It ain't working. There's no room to save like it used to be. All right. So we've got to keep up with inflation, and we have to keep up with your passion and keep up with things that you enjoy doing. Don't pick something on here that's going to irritate you. You want to pick something on here, of course, that is something that you really have seen. You're like, I've always wanted to do this. This course is going to show you how to do it, all the resources that you need to actually get it done. All right, so I'm going to show you quickly just a few of the business ideas. It's going to show you how to set your business up properly. Hello? Hello, set your business up properly. If you're not setting up your business, then it's basically a hobby for you. If you're still collecting money on your business through, hey, just pay me through Cash App, that's a problem. And this is going to show you, get yourself set up with a merchant provider, such as PayPal, such as Square, such as Stripe. All right, get yourself a little logo on Canva, which costs you nothing if that's what you need to get started, so that you can look official. Because when people go and they have to pay through Cash App, that doesn't feel like a business. It's not a business. It's not really set up properly. So here are some of the courses that are inside of here. Think about the things that you might have wanted to do with a family member or without, okay? They're one of the ladies I know is doing this. There's quite a few ladies doing independent trucking. Independent trucking. They want to have a trucking service for themselves. This is working for them. So this course, this independent trucking course is great. Assisted living facility, mobile food truck. Okay. And real estate wholesale is in here as well. And one of my favorite, there's lots in here. I'm not going to go through all of these because I really want you guys to take a look through this. This is the only course that I'm talking to my real estate clients about making extra. Like if you don't have the savings, if you don't have a rich uncle, then you need to create it yourself. And this business doesn't have to be 15 employees. It could simply be just you, just running the business. If you're thinking about getting your life insurance license, it's in here. Mobile barbershop course. And then one here I really like is mobile bartending. Okay, mobile bartending, you could be at so many different kinds of events. And it shows you basically how you need to set things up, how you set your business up properly, how to run the business. So a lot of these they don't involve you having to get a license. Some of them do, some of them don't, but it shows you if you need it, how to get it. So it also shows you the steps and the resources of what you need to do to get that business up and running and to be profitable. Many of my business clients, the major discussions that we have is how do I get something else running to pay for my business? And this is all I'm talking about this year is the Royale Business Academy. It's only $50. If you need to split the payments up into two, it's 25 and 25. That's it. So wanted to give you those three ideas right now so you have no excuse. And I will drop it inside the comment section so that you can have the link to browse and take a look at all the 50 different courses. If you're interested in government contracts, HR, setting up a nursing agency, they've got that in there as well. Nurses are overworked. So there's one of my best friends, she told me, she said, you know, if I were actually to be a consultant and I could make about $300,000. I'm like, well, what's your salary now as a nurse? She says 150. I said, wow. So if you went on your own, you established your own agency where you can talk to people via Zoom and to help them, your consulting business is double. And so these are the kind of courses that are in there to help you double your income, triple your income in most cases, so that you're not falling behind with this economy. So I wanted to make sure that those three things were available. Of course, I'll have more if you'd like to get more information on how to put these together for you. I'm no stranger, so you know how to find me, definitely on the web. On my calendar link is definitely in the bio section somewhere, and definitely the courses that we talked about for the Royale Business Academy is inside my bio as well. So get that today and get your week started off. Get your get your week started off, get your weekend started properly so that you can go into some amazing money opportunities. So until the next time, I'll see you guys on the next one. Stay profitable, but don't stay broke. I'll see you on the next one.